4 competitors think they have what it takes to be the chopped champion.
My boss, Paula, would be really disappointed if I don't give it all I've got. So I'm determined not to give up.
Chefs, this is your 2-minute warning.
This is a competition where I'm trying to win over the judges, so I want to try to establish a level of complexity. I take some Dijon mustard and I give a little flick of the spoon. I really try to go for high-powered flavors in everything that I cook. I think that the mustard plays very well with the beef as well as the salad that I composed. This is gonna have sugar, spice, and everything nice.
There are 3 rounds: appetizer, entree, and dessert. Each course comes with its own basket of mystery ingredients. You must use every ingredient in the basket in some way, be it a little or a lot. If your dish doesn't cut it, you will not move on to the next round. You will be chopped. Chefs, please open your baskets. What do we have? Cube steak, salsa, queso fresco, and frozen French fries.
Frozen French fries, pre-made salsa. I am blown away by the simplicity of the ingredients.
20 minutes for the appetizer round. Clock starts now.
It's round 1. I'm seeing ingredients I'm very familiar with. I was like, oh, this is good. I can do this. I'm making steak frites, done. I'm gonna grill the steak and fry the French fries. I'll season them with Southwestern flavors.
I hope I can make it through this. I want to make a chimichurri. That's got a lot of cilantro flavors in it.
I'm competing today mostly because my boss made me. I can't make French fries with the frozen French fries because that's way too obvious. I think I can make a hash with them. So I chop some up, toss them with some sauteed onions, and call it a hash.
I go and get cucumber, jalapeno, a yellow pepper to complement the salsa that's already there.
Chefs, you've got only 1 minute to go. Got a plate.
Dan's an established chef in DC, and so I definitely want to beat Dan. It looks like both of us are going to be doing something very similar to steak frites, but I think my chimichurri will set me apart. And I think combining the queso fresco and the salsa will make a great sauce for the steak.
If I lose to Clark, it's really gonna irk me. I cannot lose to him.
Anything you have left to do, you'd better do quickly, chefs. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time's up. Please step back. Chef Ian, how'd you do it?
Tried to infuse a little bit of classic French steak frites with southwestern flavors, mustard, the apple, and the truffled French fries on top.
Next, we go to Chef Adrian.
I made for you steak and egg. I used the French fries and I made a hash. The steak I marinated in the salsa.
Next, we go to Chef Clark.
It was my pleasure to make for you guys today chimichurri steak frites. And I thought sort of the purple potato with those other fries.
Finally, Chef Dan.
All right, so not to be redundant, but steak frites with a gratinée of queso fresco. The steak I grilled, just smeared a little bit of roasted jalapeno on that just to really add just a touch of spice to it.
So, whose dish is on the chopping block? Shoot. Chef Ian, you've been chopped. Chef Adrian, Chef Clark, Chef Dan, please open your baskets. And you must use bluefoot chicken, broccolini, tequila, and dried limes. 30 minutes on the clock, starting now.
Bluefoot chicken really lends itself to cooking on the bone so that stays moist.
There's not as much fat. The meat is a little tougher. So to keep it moist, I decided to make a stew. I grab onions, mushrooms, chicken stock.
I want to do my bluefoot chicken 2 ways. For the legs and thighs, I debone and I start roasting them in a hot pan.
30 seconds, chefs.
I need to get it on the plate, and I just dig my fingers into it. It's burning my fingers, it's steaming hot.
And 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time's up. Please step back. Chef Adrian, what'd you do with those?
I prepared for you bluefoot chicken 2 ways, pan-roasted leg meat, and tequila butter poached breast with steamed broccolini, stewed lentils with a dried lime sauce.
Next we go to Chef Clark.
So what we have here is a pan-roasted half chicken served with a tequila lime chicken broth with broccolini fettuccine, broccolini tops, and some sautéed sweet potatoes.
Last entree, Chef Dan.
So I prepared a stewed bluefoot chicken with pink lentils and a dried lime tequila condiment. It's the dried limes macerated in tequila with scallions, guajillo pepper.
Whose dish is on the chopping block? Chef Clark, you've been chopped. Chef Adrian, Chef Dan, can you truthfully say you are ready to attempt an amazing dessert with whatever ingredients come your way?
I can.
Yeah, of course, let's go.
Then I dare you to open your baskets. White balsamic vinegar, chocolate-covered peanuts, dried cranberries, and masa harina. You'll have 30 minutes this time, beginning now.
I know I'm making ice cream. I grab milk, vanilla, and sugar for the base. Ice cream can be thickened with cornstarch. So I'm thinking I'm gonna thicken it with the masa harina, corn flour.
I decided I'm gonna make a shortcake with the masa harina. I measure out the flour and sugar, some butter, and then I incorporate some cream, and I form it into a dough. Dan's a nice guy and a great chef, but he's the only thing between me and winning, and I want to win $10,000.
Their approach is so completely different. She is hardly moving from her station, just efficiency in movement, while Dan is all over the kitchen. He seems a lot more worked up for this round.
I'm reducing the balsamic vinegar. I think I'm gonna put the dried cranberries in the balsamic vinegar. I'm thinking it's sweet enough.
All right, chefs, you are at the 5-minute mark. 5 minutes to go.
My shortcakes, they're not baking as fast as I want them to, so I crank the oven up. I'm very concerned that they won't be done in time. While the shortcake's in the oven, I decided to make simple cream. I whip some cream with some mascarpone cheese, and I season it with a little salt because I love the combination of sweet and salty.
I have chocolate-covered peanuts. I process them in the food processor to fold in the ice cream. My syrup's it's starting to get thick, tasting it, adding more sugar to it. I check the ice cream machine. Ice cream is starting to come out.
2 minutes left on the clock, chefs.
I taste one of the shortcakes, and it's really dry. My heart is sinking, but you can't go back and fix things. So I grab my pastry cream from the blast chiller and mix in the chocolate-covered peanuts. I'm not sure how all of these elements are going to work together, but I have to get something on the plate.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time's up. Please step back.
Ted calls time. I'm looking at my ice cream. My plates are finished, and I'm feeling good.
Chef Dan.
So I made masa harina ice cream with a syrup of white balsamic vinegar and spicy cranberries.
Chef Adrian.
Okay, what I've made for you today is a masa harina shortcake with dried cranberry and blueberry chutney and a pastry cream that's finished with the chocolate-covered peanuts.
So, whose dish is on the chopping block?
Congratulations.
Chef Dan, you've been chopped. That means, Chef Adrian Grenier, that you are the chopped champion.
Oh my gosh. Wow.